So I watch as the cops in full riot gear kick out the Occupy protesters, not just in New York, but in cities across America.
If you refuse to immediately remove your property from the park or refuse to leave the park, you'll be subject to arrest.
I understand that individual cities and local governments are going to occasionally try to quell these protests, but how was there a nationally coordinated effort to do so? And how does the logic of the cops who cleared the protesters out of Zuccotti Park hold any water whatsoever? They said, we gotta kick you out because this environment is too trashed. You know, you guys were too messy. And now we gotta kick you out and have some cleaning crews come in to clean up. How does that make sense? First of all, we've all seen footage of the protesters. I didn't see any giant mountains of garbage, did you? And even if there were, let's give them that. Let's say there are, I just haven't seen them, you just haven't seen them, but they were there. So what? The protesters are not there to be housekeepers for fucking Zuccotti Park. They're there to protest. What's the point of having First Amendment rights if you could always find some little bullshit reason to kick them out of wherever they're protesting?
You guys have the right to be here, but, yeah, you guys are making a mess, so, you gotta go.
You gotta get out of here. You can come back later, maybe. Depending on which judge rules what at what time. And then, today, Congress is debating and may pass the Protect IP Act and the Stop Online Piracy Act. And what these two bills do is basically censor the internet. Now what they're trying to do is they're trying to get people to stop going and watching TV shows on sites like Mega Video and Putlocker and places like that. First of all, when are our so-called leaders going to realize that piracy is a good thing? Without the competition offered by piracy, sites like Hulu and Netflix never would have arisen. The iTunes store, forget about it. Before internet piracy, these motherfuckers in the record industry were trying to sell us little round pieces of plastic for $20 fucking dollars. $20 a CD before Napster opened the floodgates, folks. Do you want to go back to that? Do you want to go back to a market where those motherfuckers are in absolute control? Where they have no competition? You know, when I was a kid, I used to love going to the movies, but I don't love going to the movies anymore because now when you go to the movies, you have to sit through just a gigantic block of non-stop advertisement. Just, here's an ad for this, here's an ad for this, we got a new show coming out this fall, we got a new product, we got a new car. I don't give a fuck about your shit. I don't give a fuck about any of those products. And then I gotta sit through a million trailers, and then I gotta sit through the big introduction to the movie, and then I gotta sit through the fucking movie itself, which probably has product placement sewn all throughout it. So of course people just want to watch their movie on Netflix, or if it's not on Netflix or Hulu, they'll just go to a fucking site and either torrent it or stream it somewhere. And that makes sense. Why wouldn't you do that in the face of this gigantic block of mind-raping ads that you just paid, you know, $10 or $12 to sit through? I mean, what, you're gonna pay for the Blu-ray? You're gonna pay $20 or $30 to watch a fucking movie? I don't think anyone wants to do that. No one should have to do that. But forget piracy for a moment. Just think about YouTubers like me, or Liberal Viewer, or How the World Works. We like to use news clips in our videos so that you know what the fuck we're talking about. We say something and then we show you that thing so that you know we're not full of shit, so that we have credibility. Are we going to be able to do that if these laws pass? I don't know, because right now, let's say CNN DMCA's a video of mine. I can shoot back and say, hey, fair use, bitch. And chances are I'm going to win. But if these laws pass, yeah, maybe not. Maybe I don't win anymore. Maybe fair use just doesn't mean shit. You know, why do you think even popular websites like Tumblr and Reddit are protesting this? Not the users of Tumblr and Reddit. The corporations of Tumblr and Reddit are protesting these laws. There's big ads on top of both of those sites saying, hey, don't support these stupid fucking laws. They're acting as a detriment to our business by encumbering what our users can post here. You know, the eviction of the Occupy protesters and these two new bills that are being argued right now in Congress, they have something in common. They both benefit gigantic corporations at the detriment of everyday people.
Giant corporations, you're cool, we love you. You can do whatever the fuck you want with impunity. You can collapse the US economic system, we will deregulate you, we can say that you're allowed to do whatever you want, and if anyone tries to protest you, we'll get those motherfuckers out of there. And oh, you guys are having some problems on the internet? Some people are posting up the content that you want to overcharge for? Okay, yeah, we'll take care of them too. And meanwhile, we'll crack down on these people posting, like images of Bart Simpson on Tumblr and people like The Amazing Atheist and How the World Works who post news clips in their videos. We'll take all those motherfuckers on. Why not?
As long as I have been alive and capable of paying even bad attention to the world around me, I have seen politicians taking pot shots at the First Amendment. They fucking despise it. They hate it. Everything about it they hate. They just wish it weren't fucking there. And they've all taken shots at it. Democrats, Republicans, all of them. And why would they like it? It's the bill that says, hey, the people have the right to tell you up on Capitol Hill to go fuck yourselves. Why would they like that? And they've always tried to get around it, to whittle it down, to sand it out. And we might be on the cusp of the day that they succeed. We might be watching as they finally get their way and make the whole goddamn thing meaningless. I'm the Amazing Atheist. Peace the fuck out.